From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSPTV and the Standard Speaker.
This sign is causing a sea of sadness for one family on the north side. The sign was made to keep the memory of their father alive, and it once hung at a Little League field. But for some reason, it was taken down and was to be used for a pie throwing contest. Tonight, we talk with the Myers, angry and wanting answers. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. When their dad passed away back in 2002, the children of Billy Myers, better known as Goat, decided to honor their father by hanging a sign along the fence of the Freeland Little League field. A place Goat spent many years volunteering and served as a board member. His sign hung next to others also there in remembrance of loved ones. But many of those signs remain. The sign for Billy Myers was removed, but the family didn't take it down and weren't notified that it was going to be taken down in the first place. And why was a hole cut in it for a pie throwing competition or contest that was set to happen at the Little League this weekend? Well, a lot of questions tonight coming from the Myers family and community members, all outraged over what they call disrespect. Family members tell News 13 that they received a call from a friend who told them about the intentions for the sign. Immediately, the Myers family let Little League officials know that they were angry.
I don't understand why they did it. I mean, do they think after 10 years it doesn't matter anymore? I don't understand. I'm hurt by everyone there. My father spent half of his life there between my brothers, and then even after my brothers were done, he still was there every day faithfully. And this is the thanks he gets, I guess.
President of the Freeland Little League, Jack Jastrzemski, tells News 13 he is heartbroken over the mistake to use the sign for the Little League's closing ceremony celebration Saturday. He called it an honest mistake and said the sign was taken down originally because it was deteriorating and that the league would be ordering a new one in time for next season. Jastrzemski said he knew Billy Myers for most of his life and would never show any disrespect to him or his family. A statement regarding the Myers sign on the Freeland Little League's Facebook page, it says, "The Freeland Little League is in the process of having new signs made for those who have given so much time for the youth of our organization. Billy Myers was very instrumental in the Little League program, so much that we had a sign made in his memory. The sign in question is now deteriorating and will be replaced for the start of our 2013 baseball season. It is our intent to keep the memory of Billy Myers in the hearts of all the kids who play in our program. We apologize to all, but we want everyone to know his sign is being replaced. In the meantime, the sign will not be used on Saturday at closing ceremonies." Some good news coming to us from the north side. The man police were searching for has returned home safe and sound. We told you Thursday Michael Stish of Center Street was last seen Monday morning. He left his home for a meeting in Wilkes-Barre, but never showed up or returned home. Police thought he may have headed to New York to go fishing, but Mitchell Stish did not have his cell phone with him. Freeland police tell us Stish arrived back at his north side residence later Thursday night. First, police said she starved her own son to death, and now a Hazleton woman is in trouble for starving her 5-month-old puppy. Police cited 47-year-old Lyda Miller, along with her boyfriend Michael Goslin, after a Luzerne County SPCA animal control officer found the pit bull mix pup at their East Diamond Avenue home. The dog was emaciated, dirty, and covered with skin burns from urine. Someone reported the suspected abuse to the SPCA, which led them to the couple's home. And this isn't the first time Goslin, the boyfriend, has been charged with animal cruelty. The good news is the dog, named Rusty, is doing okay, but because of the pending legal case against his owners, he will not be up for adoption just yet. Now, Miller was convicted in 2002 for starving her 18-year-old son, Chester Miller, to death. It was a case that made headlines across the country. The 18-year-old was sent on a bus to Florida, where his father lived, by Miller's then boyfriend, Paul Hoffman Sr. Chester died days later from malnutrition, weighing just 100 pounds at about 5 feet 4 inches tall. Miller served her time in that case after pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter. Hoffman remains in prison, serving a 10 to 20-year sentence. Miller told investigators Hoffman made her starve her son and that she was afraid of him. Moving on tonight, what comes to your mind when you hear the word war? Many times we think of the soldiers. They are the ones on the front lines, risking their lives while fighting for our country. But their families at home are also at war, fighting invisible enemies like fear, doubt, lack of control, worry, and anxiety. One local woman knows all of those feelings too well and has decided to share her story with the rest of the world. Our Jasmine Brooks has more.
It's hard to prepare for battle when the enemy is invisible. You can't see fear through a scope. You can't ambush lack of control. You can't kick in the door and root out loneliness. These are words written by Cunningham native Tiffany Cloud Olson, who turned to writing when her husband went to war for the 3rd time. Writing acted as Olson's therapy. Not only was her husband, Staff Sergeant Eric Olson, going to war in Afghanistan, but as a member of the Army's Special Operations Forces, Eric would be fighting on the front line. The year of 2011 was anything but easy for Olson.
I was understandably going nuts with worry at home and coping in some healthy ways, some not so healthy ways, some silly ways. And I just started writing as a form of therapy, and before I know it, I had the makings of my book, Sleeping with Dog Tags.
Olson hopes her book will not only raise awareness of the military family experience, but raise money for an organization helping her community.
I will be donating a portion of all profits from Sleeping with Dog Tags to the Rolling Angels for Armed Forces, which is a local organization that supports the military and their families. They're those great motorcycle groups that you see sending soldiers off to war, welcoming them home, going to funerals, etc.
The Rolling Angels for Armed Forces supports local military and their families in multiple ways. Soldier send-offs, return home celebrations, presents at military funerals, even gifts for military children during the holidays. Olson hopes her donation will help with all the motorcycle group does for her community. As for Staff Sergeant Eric Olson, he returned home from his Afghanistan tour earlier this year, and after being hurt in combat, is a recipient of the Purple Heart. He is now recovering from his injuries at a military base near Washington, D.C. in the Wounded Warrior program.
Too often we forget that there are military families all across this nation making tremendous sacrifice. They are at war too, and we need to keep these families in mind and the tremendous sacrifices that they make for this nation, because they don't always have the same support services that the veterans themselves have unless they go and proactively ask for them.
Reporting for News 13, Jasmine Brooks.
And if you would like to purchase a copy of Tiffany Cloud Olson's Sleeping with Dog Tags, it is being sold on Kindle and Amazon.com. Well, still to come on News 13, Freddie B and Ronnie team up for your Friday Sports. Plus, senior citizens all around America are being recognized this week. We'll stop by one local senior living community for their celebration. And later, 2 people ended up in the hospital this morning after a nasty fight that neighbors say started yesterday. More on the domestic dispute in West Hazleton coming up.
SSPTV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr. and Ron Marchetti.
Well, Hazleton area Cougars didn't score a point in either week 1 or week 2 of the high school football season. Delaware Valley, meanwhile, is building up an early reputation as one of the best teams in all of northeastern Pennsylvania. So, as the Warriors come in to Harmon Guys Stadium on this week 3, what are we expecting? Well, hey, Delaware Valley prohibitive favorites coming in. However, the Cougars, they're staunchly saying they're going to put on a better show than they did in week 1 or week 2, and they're going to actually make a game of it tonight. Now, will that happen? That's why we play them, folks. We'll find out. It should be interesting to see how it all winds out. Here's the bottom line. It's high school football. We are going to see one of the better teams in town. It's the hometown Cougars, and the weather's spectacular. Get out and watch some football, and let's just see what will happen. Maybe Delaware Valley will run away with it. Maybe the Cougars will surprise. That's worth the price of admission. Anyhow, down in hometown tonight, it's an old rivalry between the Golden Bears of Monoy area and the Blue and Gold of Marion. That one's starting at 7 o'clock as well. Jim Thorpe at North Schuylkill, Tamaqua, Shenandoah Valley and Blue Mountain at Pottsville. There are other games of interest down south in the Schuylkill League. Let's head back up north. The Berwick Bulldogs have been looking very fine early on, and the Ted Jackson-less Dallas Mountaineers are 0-2. See what happens tonight at Crispin Field. Down south, Freedom and Whitehall. This could be the game of the night, folks. Scranton at Wyoming Valley West. Both teams 2-0. Both teams looking pretty good. Both teams wear maroon and gold. Somebody's got to give here tonight, right? We'll see. Meanwhile, Nativity is at Redline Christian. Tunkhannock at Montrose tomorrow. Scranton Prep hosting Mid-Valley, and Williamsport, who is the Hazleton opponent next week, they're traveling to the Pit to take on the Comets of Abington Heights. In golf today, MMI's at Hanover, Hazleton at Berwick in tennis, GAR at MMI tennis as well. Volleyball, non-league, East Stroudsburg in to take on the girls of Hazleton area, and Weatherly is at MMI. On the scoreboard from yesterday, it was a dandy, but Tyler Bicking hits a big goal. Hazleton area in overtime gets the win over Pittston, 3-2, the final right there. Meanwhile, girls soccer, it was Wyoming area shutting out Hazleton area by the count right there as you see. Let's go to more boys soccer. Schuylkill League, Tamaqua gets by Blue Mountain 2-1. And on the girls' side of things, Tamaqua 9-0 over North Schuylkill. Girls having a tough time yesterday scoring goals, 2 shutouts. Meanwhile, tennis, Hazleton area put a hurt on Pittston 4-1. Tamaqua put it down for the same score over the MMI Preppers. And tonight in minor league baseball, the series continues. It'll be a little bit closer to home here. Trenton Thunder hosting Akron. That one's going to start a little after 7 o'clock. Now, the scoreboard from yesterday in the major leagues, in a wild one that went 14 innings, the Orioles just keep on cruising. They beat Joe Madden's Rays by the score of 3-2, and the Indians 5-4 winners over Texas as Russ Kanzler got a pinch hit appearance and had a base knock. Now, speaking of Joe Madden, we were in Baltimore yesterday for the finale there. Tough one for the Rays. They go into Baltimore and they lose 3 straight. They had the brooms out, Orioles sweep them, but they don't have a lot of time to sit around and mope about it. They're going to Yankee Stadium tonight. We mentioned that to Joe Madden and talked about the ups and the downs of the pennant race, and does something like this kind of get into your psyche? The skipper said, absolutely not.
It's fun. This is the only place to be this time of the year is in a pennant race. We've hung in there well. We've had 2 tough losses down here to Baltimore. Just coming off a great week at home. Win 2 out of 3 against the Yankees, 2 out of 3 against Texas. Then you come up here, we had a bad day, and then a good day last night. We just couldn't score the run, but our boys will keep fighting, and we still got about 20 games left.
We'll have more with Joe Madden going into next week. Hey, you know, you might want to start thinking about heating your home this winter. You could do it for less with American Premium Coal Sales. They offer locally mined, quality anthracite at a very, very fair price. It's available for pickup or delivery. And you know, if you order 6 tons or more, you'll qualify for a $10 per ton discount. Now, want more information? You got to contact American Premium Coal Sales. There's the number. It's even toll-free if you're outside of the area. And they're there Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. There's their Saturday hours. Boy, can you beat good old-fashioned anthracite coal to heat your home?
Don't look now, but after tomorrow, September will be half over. Hi, everybody. And after tonight, the Cougars will be 0-3. They meet Delaware Valley at home this evening, and Del Val, at the moment, is ranked #1 in the state. Hazel area lost to Coughlin last Friday, 17-0 before a disappointing crowd. They have been outscored 60-0, and last week the Cougars only mustered a total offense of 32 yards. Mother of God. Marion Catholic shut out Schuylkill Haven 22-0. Dylan Quirk carried the ball 10 times for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Colts. The biggest eye-opener last Friday night was Berwick's easy 41-0 whitewash over Pottsville at Crispin Field. Hazelton area's opponent tonight, Del Val, Wallach, Wyoming Valley West 35-14. And I thought Tamaulipa's 33-6 win over Allentown, William Allen, was worth mentioning, even though the Canaries are and have been weak in football for years. Penn State lost a heartbreaker after their kicker missed 4 field goals and an extra point, 17-16, in a game they really should have won at Virginia. Notre Dame squeezed past Purdue on a field goal with 6 seconds left, 20-17 in South Bend. The Irish rushed for 56 yards and 32 carries, which is far from good, so I'm not excited about their 2-0 start. They have not proved that they could win a big game, and I expect them to stumble tomorrow night at Michigan State. The Spartans and the Wolverines have Notre Dame's number. Navy's at Penn State tomorrow, and watch them too. It's not going to be an easy one. I wish I was wrong on this one, but I don't think so. The Washington Redskins won their opener in New Orleans over the Saints, which was a major upset behind quarterback RG3, who was very impressive. The Philadelphia Eagles pulled out a 17-16 victory over and at Cleveland. What else? Serena Williams rallied to win her 4th U.S. Open Tennis Championship in New York. Rory McIlroy won another golf title, this one the BMU in Indiana. B.J. Upton clouded 3 home runs in 1 game for the Rays. Back to Notre Dame. ND announced that they will be joining the Atlantic Coast Conference in all sports except football. However, they will play 5 ACC teams on the gridiron annually. UConn's basketball coach Jim Calhoun announced his retirement yesterday. He won 873 games in 40 years. Calhoun, who is 70, won national titles in 1999, 2004, and 2011. He's in the College Basketball Hall of Fame. I'll see you on Monday right here. Till then, make it a good one, be a good sport, and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news for tonight. Happy 21st birthday to Alyssa Duxta. This wish comes with love from Mom, Dad, and family. Also tonight, happy 18th birthday to Kevin Chapman. He celebrates on Saturday. Love from your family, friends, and cats. Tonight's Talk of the Town report, the Holy Dormition Friary will be holding a used book sale Saturday, September 29th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The sale will offer books, LPs, vintage magazines, sheet music, sports memorabilia, and much more. Volunteers and donations are now being accepted. For more information, please call 570-788-1212, extension 402. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Andrew C. Bavenzi of Shepton. All services will be held privately and at the convenience of the family from the Harmon Funeral Home. Gregory J. Volchiak of Hazelton. Funeral is Monday at 10 a.m. in the Holy Annunciation Parish. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Robert D. Gatus Sr. of Hazelton. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Elizabeth C. Smith of McAdoo. Funeral is Monday at 10 a.m. from the Damiano Funeral Home. Friends make home Monday from 9 to 10 a.m. Bernadine A. Doyle of Tresco. Mass is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. in the Holy Rosary Church. Arrangements are by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And Roger E. Schock Jr. of Whitehaven. Services will be held from the Lehman Family Funeral Service. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazelton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-price dinner menu. And remember, there's always plenty of free gated parking behind the Markle Building.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am joined by Sarah Eckert, who is taking on a tremendous job this weekend, and that is to put on a real big party on Sunday up in Mountaintop, and it's all to raise money for childhood cancer. So, number one, Sarah, welcome.
Thank you.
I know you're so busy right now, so you're taking some time to come on to let everyone know about this event, which is Sunday, the 16th, and it's happening at the American Legion in Mountaintop, yes. And it's from 10 to 8, and it's all to benefit benefit Amy's Army.
Yes.
So before we get into all the fun, what is Amy's Army? So we can tell the viewers at home what this is all about.
Amy's Army is a childhood cancer foundation. The lady that is running it right now, her daughter was diagnosed with a brain tumor. She had cancer. She had died at the age of 12. And Amy, before she had died, she had started this organization, and she has run this organization to try and help children with that have the same disease and different diseases that she has. So a lot of the money goes to local children that have cancer, research, and a lot of things just in that general area.
Okay, and so all the money that you raise at this event on Sunday is going to go to Amy's Army. Yes. And let's talk about this event. It's basically a big carnival of fun. Yes. So it all starts at 10 o'clock at the American Legion Post 781, which is really easy. It's just over 2 miles off of 309, and you can follow signs like this one to get you there, explaining the time and the location, and if you want more information, Sarah's number there, and also the website, amysarmy.com, which is also on your screen. So Sarah, tell me a little bit about what's going to go on that day.
Well, the event starts at 10 o'clock. We are going to have a bunch of vendors set up. We have like Sensity, 31, reps like that. We have games, we have rides, we have a bounce house, we have entertainment throughout the entire day. We will have a car show from 10 to 2, and then we will have trophies at 3 o'clock that will be presented, which are People's Choice. Everybody at the thing during the day will get to vote. We have food. We have loads of entertainment. We have a band at nighttime. We have the band Rail. That's a local band. We have local dance studios. Just a full day, yeah, everything, a full day of fun. I'm hoping it's fun for the kids, so that's what we're trying to get through.
Absolutely, so. Fun for, I think, kids and adults alike, yes. Too. Fun for all ages. And again, all the proceeds go to Amy's Army Childhood Cancer Foundation. There's a door prize worth $400.
There's actually, we just got another one in too, a second one, so we're gonna have two different door prizes. And we have a ton of turkey trays as well.
Very good. So. You know, real quick, there's so much we could talk about with this event, and obviously they can go to amysarmy.com, yes. Right? For more information, and just click on events and you can learn more about this. But the weather's going to be perfect. So tell me why you took this on, Sarah. Why do this?
You know what? It was a spur of a moment decision. It was the beginning of last month that I started planning this entire event.
Wow.
So usually every year, Annette, the one that runs Amy's Army, she does a walk run in Scranton at Naog Park, which Amy had originally put together herself. And I figured, you know what? I fell in love with her and her story and how everything runs. And I figured might as well get a little bit more instead of just her walk run on, I think it was September 9th this year. Okay. So just a little more, and get some more donations in, and more people aware of that childhood cancer is out there. So,
and unfortunately, it takes lives every day, yes. Lives that are just way too young. I mean, cancer shouldn't take anyone, but yes. But children, it's a whole nother story when you're talking about them. You're also looking for volunteers, so yes. If you'd like to volunteer, you can call 579-8153 is the number, 579-8153, and also go to amysarmy.com, or just show up 10 a.m. American Legion in Mountaintop on Sunday, and it goes all the way till 8, and there's something for everyone, all ages.
Yes.
Sarah, thank you so much for coming on. Good luck with the event, and come back for the second annual event next year.
Hopefully, yes.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, TGIF, everyone, the weekend is finally here. Your 4-day outlook headed your way a little later, but first, let's take a look at what our Schuylkill County viewers can expect for the rest of their Friday. We do see some rain showers moving into the area later this evening. 52 will be our low. A cool Saturday ahead, mostly sunny skies, and 69 for our high. Jezray Nunez, a student at Holy Family Academy, bringing you tonight's creative condition. Jezray shows a beautiful rainbow and some sunshine after the rain. Taking a look at your forecast for Greater Hazleton. For tonight, low down to 50. Again, showers are likely here, and mostly sunny skies will take us into our Saturday with, again, a cooler day at 66 for a high temp. Well, at just 2.5 years old, Miss Lauren Shady of drums is nationally known now. Lauren was chosen as a top 6 finalist in Live with Kelly and Michael's Cutest Kid search. Thousands entered this contest, but only a select few had the chance to get their very own photo shoot and appear on the show. And yes, Lauren got that chance. Lauren and her proud parents, Anthony and Amy Shady, headed to New York City to appear on Live with Kelly and Michael and show off the cute little looks there of Lauren. Look at her. Ultimately, Miss Lauren did not take home the grand prize. This year's baby winner was Jax Slagers from Washington, and Kobe Alevis was the big kid and grand prize winner. On behalf of all of us here at News 13, we say great job to Lauren, and we can say that she is Greater Hazelton's cutest baby. Now to Schuylkill County, where many grabbed a lawn chair and headed to the railroad station in Tamaqua. Thursday night, it was a night to sit back and relax.
Smoked a big cigar, and I know I had it covered.
Now that was the sound of It Takes Two. The duo performed Thursday night at Tamaqua Chambers Summer Concert Series, held all summer long. The musical event took place on the platform at the historical railroad station. The weather, perfect for the concert's 6th season. Also on Thursday's agenda for many, dinner and drinks on the platform. Sounds like a perfect summer's evening. More news headed your way next with Jasmine Brooks. A nasty fight in West Hazelton didn't end so well. 2 people were sent to the hospital for their injuries. We'll have that story coming up. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'll see you back here Monday, but stay tuned for more local news on News 13.
One man was flown to a trauma center in handcuffs. Police say he got into a nasty argument with a woman inside of a West Hazelton home and then tried to run from the law. Instead, he fell and sent himself to the hospital. It's where we begin right now tonight on News 13.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazelton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Thank you for staying with us tonight. I'm Jasmine Brooks. 2 people went to the hospital this morning after a nasty fight inside of their West Hazelton home. News 13 found a number of police officers along Ridge Avenue right around 10 o'clock Friday morning. One man was in cuffs on the sidewalk. A woman who was inside the house, we're told, was beat up pretty bad, and that the male in cuffs caused her injuries. These cars were also smashed windows outside the home, and blood on the front steps and sidewalk was also found. While police were questioning the man about what had happened inside of the home, he tried to run and tripped, hitting his head and knocking himself unconscious. He ended up being flown to a trauma center. No word on how the female is doing tonight. We also know the male told police he was stabbed by the female, but police have not said if that indeed happened. And we also heard from neighbors that the 2 started battling last night, and it continued into the morning here in West Hazelton. So far, no charges have been filed, and West Hazelton police tell us they are still putting the pieces of the investigation together and will release more information shortly. A Hazelton man is now behind bars after repeatedly punching an elderly man in the face. This is 36-year-old Nicholas DeMarco of Alter Street, who police say is responsible for punching 69-year-old Jose Perez Carabera in the face several times. The incident went down near West Broad Street and North Locust Street in the city on Thursday around midnight. And DeMarco didn't stop there. In fact, he later threatened the lives of 5 police officers. He now faces several charges, including harassment and terroristic threats. DeMarco remains behind bars tonight, unable to post bail. As for Perez Cabrera, he was taken to the hospital for evaluations and treatment of his injuries. When their dad passed away back in 2002, the children of Bill Myers, better known as Goat, decided to honor their father by hanging a sign along the fence of the Freeland Little League, a place Goat spent many years volunteering and even served as a board member. His sign hung next to others also there in remembrance of loved ones. While many of these signs remain, the sign for William Myers was removed, but the family didn't take it down and weren't notified that the sign was going to be taken down. Why was a hole cut in it for a pie throwing contest set to happen at the Little League this weekend? A lot of questions tonight coming from the Myers family and community members too, all outraged over what they call disrespect. Family members tell News 13 that they received a call from a friend who told them about the intentions for the sign. Immediately, the Myers family let the Little League officials know that they were angry.
I don't understand why they did it. I mean, do they think after 10 years it doesn't matter anymore? I don't understand. I'm hurt by everyone there. My father spent half of his life there. Between my brothers, and then even after my brothers were done, he still was there every day faithfully. And this is the thanks he gets, I guess.
President of the Freeland Little League, Jack Jastrzemski, tells News 13 he's heartbroken over the mistake to use the sign for the Little League's closing ceremony celebration Saturday. He called it an honest mistake and said the sign was taken down because it was deteriorating. The league will be ordering a new one in time for the next season. Jastrzemski said he knew Billy Myers for the most of his life and would never show any disrespect to him or his family. A statement regarding the Myers sign on the Freeland Little League Facebook page says the Freeland Little League is in the process of having new signs made for those who have given so much time for our youth of our organization. Bill Myers was very instrumental in the Little League program, so much that we had a sign made in his memory. The sign in question is now deteriorating and will be replaced for the start of our 2013 baseball season. It is our intent to keep the memory of Billy Myers in the hearts of all the kids that played in our program. We apologize to all, but we want everyone to know his sign is being replaced. In the meantime, the sign will not be used on Saturday at closing ceremonies. Thursday night, members of the Schuylkill County Boroughs Association met for their annual fall dinner. Schuylkill County Borough representatives received valuable information about the changes to the Pennsylvania Borough Code. After the dinner, members from the Pennsylvania Boroughs Association and the Local Government Commission addressed the crowd on some updates and what's new in Harrisburg.
We like to network and get together and talk about the issues that we share, but also work together to lobby our state association for the issues that mean the most to us, and then make sure that they follow through and lobby to the state legislature and get us what we need here in Schuylkill County.
Well, the Local Government Commission is a legislative service agency of the General Assembly, and one of our duties and responsibilities is to update and print municipal codes, but we also do a great deal with municipal legislation. We were involved with the 1995 modernization effort with the second-class township code. So the Pennsylvania State Association of Boroughs, when they decided to have a revision committee to modernize the borough code, they asked for the help of the Local Government Commission and its staff. So that's how we became involved, and we provided support to their revision committee.
Our goal, established in 1911 by the state legislature, was to represent and educate the boroughs in Pennsylvania. And so we try to do that. And the borough code is what we would call the controlling document that our municipalities must operate under. It tells them when they meet, how often they meet, what officials have, what their duties are, what offices, and the last code update was over 46 years ago. So a lot has happened in that, 4 decades of time.
As a former borough councilman as well as a mayor, I recognize the importance of local government. And this is good. It's good, not only the presentation that's going to be made here, but just for these guys to get together and to exchange ideas. And many times you find that you learn as much or more at events like this than you do at other events. I mean, it's just good because you can sit around, you can discuss ideas, you can exchange information. It's a good program.
The Schuylkill County Boroughs Association was formed to assist all the boroughs in the county and are always willing to lend a helping hand. All right, stay with us tonight. More news is headed your way, plus a look at your weekend forecast. Also ahead tonight, some students showed up to school in their PJs. We'll stop by Freeland, where a pajama parade was going on earlier today. Since 1995, 1 week out of the year has been dedicated to our country's senior citizens. National Assisted Living Week is a time to celebrate the seniors of America, and the week is just about to wrap up. News 13 stopping by the Fritzinger Town Senior Living Center in Drums Thursday, where the celebrations have been going on all week long. From a baking class to a live performance from Greg Palmer, these seniors were having a blast all week long. On Thursday's agenda, cooking.
So today we're doing the art of cooking with soup. So we had 4 residents make different soups, and then we have residents and staff members judging the soups, and they will be awarded prizes.
Vegetable bean, beef burgundy, bum soup, and hoagie soup made for some unique recipes to try and win over the taste buds of the seniors, and it looks like a delicious competition. TGIF, everyone. The weekend is finally here, so let's take a look at what our Schuylkill County viewers can expect for the rest of their Friday evening and over the next few days. Looking at tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a chance of rain. Your low is going to hit 52 degrees. Then looking into the week, it goes like this. Saturday, 69 degrees for your high. Sunday again, 69, mostly sunny. Into Monday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 71. And then Tuesday, the rain hits in, 71 degrees for your high. And Jezreel Nunez, a student at Holy Family Academy, breaking you tonight's creative condition, shows a beautiful rainbow and some sunshine after the rain, of course. Taking a look at your 4-day outlook in Greater Hazleton. Tonight, cloudy skies, a good chance of rain, 50-50, I should say, with a low down to 50 degrees. Heading into your weekend, Saturday and Sunday, pretty much a sunny day for you, heading to 66 degrees for your high. Monday and Tuesday, showers move into Greater Hazleton, 69 degrees for your high on Monday and Tuesday as well. All right, keep it here on News 13. More news headed your way next. Plus, Freddie B's in with the latest from the sports world, including an interview with the skipper of the Tampa Bay Rays, Hazleton's own Joe Madden. Some students may have forgotten to get dressed this morning, or did they? It's certainly not something you see every day. High school students parading the streets in their pajamas. It's a tradition MMI Prep School in Freeland has had since the 1950s. Here's how it works. Freshman students show up for school in their pajamas and parade around the streets of Freeland. It's an annual rite of passage for the school's 9th grade class. Now, the seniors chanted and antagonized the freshmen as fun-filled initiation of sorts, and even showered them with water guns, balloons, and silly string. An escort around the streets of Freeland was led by fire trucks and police officers. I am happy I am not a freshman. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or just simply go to News 13's website, SSPTV, that's SSPTV.com. There you will find everything Greater Hazleton, Schuylkill County, and beyond, all just one click away. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe, have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you Monday.